Been living now here in Florida for 5 years, and I've been harassed pretty much most of the time in the same exact manner I was harassed when I lived in Texas. What I was told by a guy was my grandmother's second husband. He worked for the DEA in Puerto Rico. He had a secret clearance. He did some research along with other people. They mentioned the Central Intelligence Agency. The videos show the CIA logo. It shows people wearing black suits, thin black ties, women coming with hordes of children with no tag coming up to me going in my face. It shows the same crap here in Florida. I have videos when I type up the name of the group, it comes up CIA contractor. Some of the videos show American Legion members, Kiwanis members. At one time, I even dealt with sheriffs from out of the county, which were under mutual aid agreements. A little while ago, I went to the gas station, and there's two white guys and a little Mexican kid, real dark Mexican kid, and they told him walk up to him. The kid walked up to me, put his fingers in his mouth, and whistled really loud. I didn't think nothing of it. When I get to my house, there's two kids there, and they live, from what I understand, right across the street. There's some Jamaicans, but to the right, there's if I look out my window, there's some Jamaicans right across the street. They're decent people, but next to them is some family. I think they're from New York, and I've never seen them go out, do anything. They're always there, so I don't know if those were their kids. Those kids stopped by there in front of their house. The garage was partially opened, and they started screaming obscenities towards me, and there's no one else around. So when I glanced over there, I'm like, I know you guys. And then they stopped, and I went inside. It went off once I got out of my car. And what I noticed was the kid turned his back and started screaming these obscenities. And then he turned around and said it towards me. I just ignored it because he's a kid. What's really interesting is that one day I go into the supermarket and I recognize this lady. She had parked her car about 4 months ago, and I'm walking, holding my e-bike because I have a back problem. And figure I'll walk a little bit. She parks her car, she walks up to me and goes, shh. So the next week I go shopping with family, and I see her in the first aisle of Aldi's, and she hands the kid a little silver whistle, and she says, now. He blows the whistle really loud. When I look back, she's smiling, and then she starts laughing her head off. And then she leaves her groceries there, and she takes her kids and she leaves. I never looked back afterwards. I found it really weird. She's laughing, she's doing this. I just kind of glanced, and then she left her food and she left. Then I noticed the next week a lady, she's on her cell phone, and she whistles extremely loud while she's on her cell phone. I look back, and then when I go to the next aisle, there's a sheriff lined up perfectly with her. So I'm like, So could the perpetrators be asking police to stand by for these high-risk operations? I believe so, because I have proof that in West Palm Beach that a guy walked up to me in a Ross while my relative was having a medical procedure done next door. He walks up to me and he whistles. I ignore him and just keep shopping. And he calls emergency management, and I end up noticing a false report. And the same thing that happened there, which I was accused of, happened over here, and I'm not going to even talk about it. So they're using false reports, psychological warfare, street theater, 8A business vendors, military participation. It's a big mess. And if you call the FBI or CIA for help with this, they're not going to help you. You have to go to somebody that has experience in dealing with like counterterrorism, threat assessments, subject matter expert. Anyways, God bless and peace.